Aries, welcome into your August monthly reading. Hope you're all doing well. Well, it's going to be a big month. We have eclipse corridor opening up, and we got cards falling out all over the place. So I'm not taking all of those. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see what wants to come in for you. Yeah, just going to mention the astrology points that I'm being asked to focus on right now. If there's anything else, Spirit will definitely bring it in for me. But we have Lionsgate on the 8th. We have the total solar eclipse on the 12th. We've got Chiron going retrograde in Taurus on the 3rd. And the partial lunar eclipse on the 27th, 28th, depending on where you're at, right? So we will talk about those if they come up. If they don't, great. Let's see, for Aries, what else do they need to know? Major themes for Aries this month, Spirit. Here, I've got one more that wants to come, so let's see. I've got two out already. Oh, there's a lot. Okay. So Spirit is saying you're really going to have to tune into your intuition this month. This is the bottom of the deck. Your intuition, if you're not fine-tuned into it, you're going to miss something, is what I'm hearing. So with that being said, let's see what we've got here. We've got celebration. Could be a coming together of souls for sure. Could be a wedding, graduation. But I do want to say, celebrate how far you've come and who you are becoming, right? Gonna move that around, move this around. Thank you. We do have your new moon in Aries. It's time to take action. No more sitting still, I'm hearing. Oh, wow, there's a lot more here than I thought. So we have the emotions are running high for sure. You're gonna have to stay grounded, keep your emotions in check, stay in your intuition. The energy is gaining momentum. You can feel something shifting here. Yeah, your intuition is definitely letting you know something is shifting. And we've got the full moon in Aquarius. I'm sorry, show the world the real you. I forgot to tell you what it was. Show the world the real you. So I do want to mention, if I can go back into my notes here, that the total solar eclipse on the 12th is a south node in Leo. Our north node is in Aquarius, right? It's like what we came here to be, who we came here to collaborate with, things like that. The Leo is the I, the Aquarius is the we, the collective. But this total solar eclipse is about clearing out, the phase of clearing out the old identities, right? Because the partial lunar eclipse on the 27th, 28th is going to be, I'm hearing, opening the door for that real you, that version of you that you maybe have been hiding for how many years or whatever, for that real you to come out and shine. So this is about a time for whatever it is that you want, going after it with gusto. So for the collective reading, it was, what are you hungry for, right? So that's very important that I bring that up for you, Aries. Because it just feels like there's a lot of, there could be a lot of chaos around you. You know, Mars is your ruling planet. But I feel like the stabilization is going to be this. How you tap in, how you tune in, how you shut out the noise and you follow your higher guidance. do feel like when this is all done and over with at the end of the month, you're going to be able to look back and be like, yeah, I did that. I love that. I just had a little bit of a little bit of deja vu. I don't know if I said it to you or another sign in the last couple months. It feels like it was you, Aries. And again, this is always sun, moon, rising, um, Venus, North Node. Okay, stopping there, there's it. So we have coming out, we've got the Nine of Swords. And yeah, you could have been, number one, I've got a couple of things coming in. You could have been avoiding and trying to shut down your intuition because it's gotten very loud, right? And that's another thing that I was going to say. Your intuition has gotten really loud. You may be up all night because you're receiving downloads. My suggestion is don't fight it. Get a pen and paper and start writing down. Even if you don't understand what you're writing down, just write it down. I feel like you may need a break, and it's okay to ask your higher self and your guides, can you just like give me a break for a time frame and let this settle in, right? You're going to have to let some things land for a minute. A little slurp there. But yeah, your intuition is certainly on point this month. New abilities coming online as well, I want to say, Aries. And that has a lot to do with those the eclipses, especially the one at the end of the month, because that's in the old north node of Pisces. That's the like I said, what are you hungry for? What are you you're gonna find like new metaphysical things, practices coming online, dipping into like maybe finding new channels or new mentors that really are speaking of something that really draws you in, or that could be you even. So we have another 9 here. It's been a struggle. It's been a struggle, but look at, you didn't quit. You kept going. This is going to be a month where you're going to be able to look back, like I said, and say, I did that. I stood up for myself. I spoke my truth. I trusted my intuition. Right? There are going to be, there's always going to be a snake in the grass here. That's kind of what I'm picking up here. You might be at a party and there could just be this, you're going to be able to walk in. That's how fine-tuned your intuition's getting. I mean, it may already be like this, but it's going to be even more heightened, Aries. It's like you can walk into a room and all of a sudden your hair on the back of the neck stands up and it's like, yep, you can, and you zoom over and you pinpoint the one person in the room who could be, they could be an abuser. That I'm like that. I can walk into a room of 50 or more people and I can pick out not just men, women as well, who are narcissistic, who are abusive, but they're putting on a different show. You're going to be able to really see through that even more clearly through this month and moving forward. Also, I want to say you're gonna know who's got your back, who's your friend and who's not. There could be an incident. Is that's how you say the word. It doesn't feel right coming off my tongue. But there's a moment where there could be a friend that really either stabs you in the back or stabs another, and you're witnessing it, and you're being like, "Wow, okay." So that first eclipse is, like I said, is going to illuminate our true identity, but it's also going to illuminate the identities that no longer serve us, right? Those versions of ourselves from way back when that we may still be carrying in our field and not realizing it. So I want to say, be aware that this isn't you. I'm not saying it is, but if an old version of you pops up, make sure that you see it first, you become aware of it, because it could destroy a true soul tribe. But if, like I said, I don't feel like it's you, but I feel like this is you observing. Like there's somebody in the group that's just for them. They're not traveling with you. They really don't have your back or the group's back. This could be the month that really calls that out, calls that to your attention. Like if you've had inklings before, you're gonna know. You're really gonna know this, after this month. My goodness, flying all over the place. The Magician, creating something incredible here. Oh my goodness. 3 of Swords and 10 of Wands. Yeah, you know what? It's like, I have no time. Ain't got time for that shit. I just had this, forgive me for saying it this way because I'm not politically correct, but so I just had a big black woman step in and say, ain't got time for that shit, with some kind of a southern accent. Forgive me. I'm so sorry. But yeah, you ain't got time for that shit. You're done with, allowing other people to take advantage of you and hurt you. You're done with carrying things for other people. This is a month where you stand up in your own power and you start wielding your sword of truth, your magic wand. I just want to reiterate, your spidey senses. I keep hearing there's a snake in the grass. Did I say that last month? I said it to somebody, and I don't remember what video it's been. It's been within the last, maybe June, July, last 2 months. But I've said that phrase, and I'm hearing it over and over and over again here. So this is bringing me to the shadow aspect of the Magician. You know, the illusory smoke screen, man behind the mirror, man behind the curtain kind of thing. You're going to have to choose which version of the Magician you want to move forward in. Because if you're saying, I ain't got time for that shit, not taking responsibility, I'm putting down everybody else's stuff and carrying forward what's mine. I know how to do this journey. I don't need others. I maybe want others on the journey with me, but there are others that it's like, that's a great energy card, not so great. Great, not so great. Great, on the fence, not so great. Again, not so great. So it's like I'm like going back and forth. It's like having a little bit of a whiplash here. So again, if you are not tapped in and tuned in, turned on this month, what if they are not? What's the consequence here? I mean, I just want, that's interesting. The consequences, son. That just threw me off. So either way, I feel like this illumination comes, this raise in frequency comes, this joy comes. I feel like there's a cost underneath. It's like something running underneath the surface here. But that's the point. Thank you, Spirit. That's the point. You are so tapped in, tuned in, turned on to your spidey senses, to the higher frequencies, to your highest selves. looks like something keeps crawling up my leg. And I don't even know where Luna is. I think she's out sunbathing. Probably just her hair floating around on the floor. There's just, you are so on point that this stuff doesn't even faze you anymore. You're done carrying the responsibility for others. I feel like this is like you standing in your authenticity. This journey is about me. It's for me, for the highest good. And that's what I'm going to focus on. I'm going to celebrate me. I'm going to celebrate how far I've come. I'm going to take action toward what that is that I'm hungry for, right? Hello. Almost went off the table. Yeah, 5 of Cups and Strength. You've learned so much from all your past experiences, physical experiences, emotional experiences. You have gained a lot of inner strength, a lot of inner power. You've learned how to transcend the ego. There's Leo energy with the strength and Leo energy here as well. And we are in Leo time. Leo is a fellow fire sign, as you know. You could have a fellow fire sign coming in as well, I want to say, because I feel like there could be connections. If it's not here, it's coming. If it's here, it's going to be broadcast out. It's like maybe you and another have been together silently because you've been growing, the connection. But maybe now it's time. See, there's two gentlemen playing, the saxophone here. They're mirroring one another. So this could be a twin flame coming online for you, or at least, being broadcast out to the universe, maybe being broadcast out into the public, I definitely have that here. But you've weathered a lot of storms, Aries. And you have survived. You've gained a lot of wisdom. You've gained, you've been given all the tools to work with. You know what they are. So maybe this, like I said, this stuff doesn't even faze you anymore. You can see clearly the snake in the grass. You can see clearly what friends have your back and who doesn't. But you're tired. There is this weariness here. So speak to me on that, Spirit. I just saw the Emperor. That's your energy. There's a Hermit. Yeah, it's time for a break. You may choose this month to maybe just pull your energy back from friend groups, social media. I know the 1st through the 7th is a social media fast. Collectively, if you can choose to do that, do so, but protect your energy, protect this union, whatever this is for you, whoever this is for you. I want to dip into that for a moment. The celebration, this feels like a union, Spirit. The Devil, it's something that's very passionate, very alluring, very, I'm not getting any shadow. I'm getting like the passion and the lure. It's like maybe you've kind of held yourself back a little bit. Both of you have, and now it's time to let it all out. Let it be shown. Yeah, 4 of Wands, Ace of Cups. This could actually surprise some people. This could be like you and another moving in together, and people didn't even realize that you guys were at that stage, right? Because I feel like you have kept it private for quite a while. Well, you've had other things you've been dealing with here as well. But if you haven't been keeping it quiet, this could be somebody new coming online for you. And it moves very, I'm being given the word briskly. So, yeah, however this plays out, Spirit is saying to shine. Just be true to you, be authentic. Remember to have fun, play, celebrate, you know, communicate with your inner child, let the inner child out to play. You deserve it because you've done a lot of work on yourself here. You've done a lot of, you know, intuitive work as well. Maybe this is the month to just play. Just play. Any final messages here before I get a final card? Oh, this one too. All right, there's Page of Swords, King of Swords. So some kind of knowledge grows here. Two of Pentacles, the Fool, Two of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is something that you've sat on the fence about. You've maybe wanted to hide from the world, but now it's time to take a leap of faith. It could be a partner, a connection you've been in. It could be I'm hearing side gig that you've been doing. Maybe you've been doing some metaphysical, spiritual work, and now you're broadcasting it out, right? Maybe you're starting a YouTube channel, or like starting to advertise online that what you do. But I like this. I like it a lot. You've got a new journey starting here. A lot of knowledge, a lot of, you standing in your truth. No longer hiding, no longer procrastinating. Okay, well, those two want to say something. Anything else from this deck as we close out? Yeah. Surrender the obsessive thinking. So, yeah, maybe that's what that is. Trying to analyze and figure out the intuition. Let me know how that works. I've been there, done that. Oh my gosh, darling, it doesn't work. Just, stop obsessing. It says if you're obsessing about a person or a situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. I want to hold that up. Spirit's saying hold it up so they can screenshot if they'd like. Let me put it there. All right. See? I like this. Surrender the need to always be right. Give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So yeah, I feel like communication in a relationship is definitely growing here, because you go from the Page of Swords to the King of Swords. And you've got the Two of Swords here as well, in the Two of Pentacles. It's just like, the Page to the King. Something elevates, some knowledge, some discernment, some clarity, some truth. It elevates. And you may not have been able or ready or willing to see it before. But a whole new path is opening up for you. And we've got surrender to joy. I love that. A key to positive change in your life is to let joy in and savor it. Indulge in random acts of smiling during both the hard and the easy times. Keep surrendering to more joy. I love that. Yeah, remember to play. Remember to play this month, Aries. So, all right, I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thanks for joining me. As always, I love you, I love you, I love you, and we'll see you next month.